couple people.
All right, so tonight's topic come from a conversation I was having. It was between the female and the male based on who is disrespected more, right? It's not a racist thing, but just so happened we was talking about black man, black woman. All right. So, conversation came up over, I think it started with Kamala Harris. Some people feel some type of way, where she come from, where she stood for when she was in Cali. Some certain laws she's supposed to pass, whatever. And now people are stating like, why would you want your daughter to be like her? She signed a bill to have more blacks locked up, whatever. So my thing was, I was happy she won just for a young black girl, to see that can't nobody say you can't be anything. You can be the vice president of the United States. It's not the president of the United States, right? It just breaks the ceiling now. That's my reasons why I'm happy she did it. Same reason I was happy Barack did it. So now you can't tell all you little young black boys that they don't amount to anything. I'm gonna put this up here because I can't see that there. KB, I'm glad you on here. So let me just repeat what the topic is. So KB, I need you to really chime in. So the topic tonight is respect. Who's more disrespected, the black man or the black woman? So it came up. She said, yeah, the young lady was like, yeah, I feel like we the most disrespected on the planet, or however she said it. So we was like, well, how? So she brought up certain scenarios where, be calling bees and about the job situation and called out the name, all this stuff, right? So the gentleman tried to say, well, wow, if we're disrespecting you, the number one song in the country is WAP. You was just banging that joint when you pulled up. You know what I'm saying? So.
And I'm the baddest bee. Yeah. All that. We disrespecting
Mike,
ourselves.
chime in. Hey, Mike, just about respect. Who gets disrespected the most? The black man or the black woman? So, we got into the job situation. Where men make more money. And, for the same job or whatever case may be, I say, but more women get the jobs, right? So, because they're more, some companies, in the corporate world, whatever, feel that a female, it kills two birds with one stone. Black woman, and guess what? They're less confrontational than like a man. You don't feel as threatened. You know what I'm saying? So, that was my take. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I had to say something, but not only that, but guys kind of get put in situations. I think sometimes they put themselves in situations, but then other times the world puts them in situations where they're getting, locked up for the smallest thing. They're just getting caught up into which they can't succeed and they can't move forward. So a lot of the ladies are being forced to take the head role, and they're able to make more money in the homes, where the guys, have to get what they can and hope that they can, get something and try to help and support. The women are also just doing a lot more because the guys have been, again, put in situations where they can't do. So women are starting to not respect them because all I got is me. I don't need, this. I don't need this guy or this guy because I got me and I do for me and I did that.
Yeah.
And a lot of our men are in situations, not taking care of their homes, not doing what they need to do, not going to school, not finishing degrees and stuff so that they can, move up or getting in jobs and not doing what they supposed to do at the jobs, you know. I think it's a, you know.
Yeah. So, and I, some of those things I do agree with. And this is why I try to tell younger dudes I talk to, it's all a ploy. The bottom line is, the rule of thumb is to break up the family. You got to remove that man from that family by any means necessary. So if we have to put them in a trick bag where they can't better themselves to move forward. Now the woman is making the money and the dude, you know what I'm saying? It just, some women, they frown upon that. If you can't match what I'm bringing, like, who you? You know what I'm saying? Type of thing. And again, I every time I get in a conversation like that, I know I feel like we gotta go to the root of the problem. And this is not something that just happened. It's just something that's just been highlighted. But it happened by here. You know what I'm saying? We've been brainwashed. So it goes back to when, you know, the man was the man and, you know, the family. But when you have someone that controls you in front of your woman, your family, it kind of breaks that respect or the way you look upon your king or whatever the case may be. Because now it's like, well, hold on, how you can protect me? You can't even protect yourself, nor your family. So if so back in going way back, this man can come in here and do whatever he want to do with me, and there's nothing you can do about it. How am I supposed to look upon it? So guess what? They start teaching the kids this. You know what? Because I need to protect my child. So guess what? You do what this person said, whatever the case may be. I don't care if daddy said it, but if this person said it, that's what you listen to.
Yeah.
And then I just, over time, I think little bits and pieces just kept going and on. And all the way up until today. You know, you have some, you know, being taught, like, young ladies being taught, you don't need a man. You can get out here and make money just well as a man. You don't need, you know, but it's bigger than money. And that's the thing. We got to take our eye off of that. It's bigger than just the money thing. So, my take was, I feel like the man is more disrespected because I know we're the target. We're the target. So, of course, we're going to be disrespected and challenged more. So, yeah, so when it comes to the finances, whatever case, I mean, you with a woman and she's doing her thing, and I support all the black women out there doing y'all thing. All women in general, but again, the topic tonight is just based on a black man, black woman. I have nothing wrong with that. I'm never insecure about that situation, but I just feel like Monique said this one time. She said, "I make all the money in our household, but when I go home, my husband is the king." You know what I'm saying? So I still think, again, we got to go, as men, got to go ahead, put up with what we put up with in this country. And I think the last thing, and then have to come back home and be disrespected in your home.
Yeah.
So that's where I stance. I was like, where I feel like the black man is more disrespected. The only thing she could bring up is the verbal stuff. And I'm like, well, same way I feel about the N-word. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be offended if this particular person said it, or we offended by the word, period. Same thing with women. You know, you're offended if a dude used the B word against you, but it's okay for y'all to, you know what I'm saying, call each other that. Now, you sit here talking about the WAP, this, that, that's your jam, bust it down, all of that. So, dude come at you based on what he see, he wrong, he disrespected, this, that, you know, I'm just going off the energy you give him. So, how is he disrespectful?
Well, Yolanda says some men never had role models on how to be a man.
That's true.
And I agree with that totally. Like, a lot of people don't have a blueprint. They don't know what to do. They just living.
Yeah. I agree. Just like I think it's some women that don't have role models to be ladies.
That's facts.
It's a trickle down effect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's understanding that father didn't have a father. That, you know what I'm saying? So
a generational curse.
It's a generational curse. Yeah. But even if you have, some of these youngins, even if you doing everything you're supposed to do as a father, trying to instill the right thing, they gonna go through challenges. They're gonna, challenge you. Just like young ladies out here raising these girls. You're trying to do the best you can, giving them right and wrongs, but when they get a certain age, they want to figure it out for themselves, so they can become challenging, and I get that.
I think yes, I agree that the men do get disrespected. I won't say that they get disrespected more because women have to go through a lot of things. That's why we have the Me Too movement. We've had to fight to get into different positions. That's why it was such a huge thing that Kamala became the vice president, because of the fight that we've had. We had to fight, to vote, to do just different rights that we didn't even have in the beginning, when men can do everything. Men could work. Well, they didn't want the women to work. Men could go and do this. It was so many fights that we had just to be recognized, just to be heard, from back in years up until now. Now we have to fight to make the same amount that a man makes. We have to fight, just to be, go to work, wear clothes. They tell them, look at what you want. Oh, how did you get this job? Who did you sleep with to get this job? There's just a lot of different battles that women face too. So I don't necessarily think it's all of a man thing too. The topic tonight, Tanya said, what's the topic tonight?
Hey, sis, April, it's we're talking about respect. Who get more who's disrespected the most between a black man and a black woman? So another thing is, again, like I say, I think it's still a divide and conquer thing, just like it was with the light skin, dark skin, the man, the female. So now you put all this behind a woman to have them feel they, if not equal but superior than a man, right? So for instance, when a black man go out here and fight with our cases, we fighting for black spirit, right? Because when we fight for the blacks, we automatically is fighting for the females. As is, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I don't care if there's because men supposed to be the providers anyway. So anything we're fighting for is for the families. It's for our family. So when you go to do a black, the black women and, thing, whatever the case may be, I feel, and I'm not knocking, just hear me out. I feel that's, again, a part of a separation thing, because guess what? It's all women. I'm a woman, hit me raw. We don't need men. We can do it ourselves, just like that. That's what they want. That's what they want anyway. So guess what? Now we got this divide and conquer. Now guess what? Now we battling each other.
Yeah, that's facts.
And they taking this out one by one. You know what I'm saying? Because we keep dividing. You dividing ourselves. We doing their job for us.
Listen to some of these comments. Some women don't have role models on how to choose a man. Also, black families have been targeted since slavery. Also, we had to fight to be able to get possessions, money after a divorce. I agree, black are the most powerful people on earth. Some black men feel they are not worthy in the streets and at home. So, wow. Winston Cheney, what's going on, my brother?
KB said, I'm going to say black men strictly on the court justice system. Okay. Winston Cheney said, is that respect in the house or in public in general? Both.
Public in general and in the house.
And in the house. Because some men can get disrespected in the house based off of Ronnie made some good topics. Some men get caught up in a situation that makes them limited in the workforce. So then you have women that make more and doing more and things of that nature, and they feel like since they the breadwinner, they can disrespect you just as much as you out here getting disrespected in the street. Some women I'm just saying some.
But you do have.
I know y'all get vicious.
They make their money and they come home. What did you do today? It don't matter because you can't do this. You ain't do this. It's like, why? Well, you might as well be by yourself if you you're that unhappy.
Yeah, I just, like I said again, I just feel like it's all a ploy. I think it's just a thing that another way to keep us separated, keeps us like crabs in a barrel, fighting against each other. First, they wanted us to kill one another. We doing good in that.
Now they killing us.
Now they want us to break the family even more by making sure the women and the men fight now. Now we fighting over who makes the money and who this, and I think we lose we lose the vision of what the family is supposed to be, right? Because we allow society to put a dollar sign on what we mean, and we allow society to put a dollar sign on our value. It doesn't make a difference if you make $100,000, whatever, a year, or whatever the case may be. If your family is not intact, what is your money gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What is the money gonna do? You know what I'm saying? We sitting here, all this money, got your cars, got your big house, but your family's still in disarray.
And you know what? A lot of people found that out during this coronavirus pandemic, because instead of running around and driving around, going to the job, doing this, doing that, and making appearances, you had to actually be home with your family. Some people realized they couldn't handle being home with their kids. You know, oh, they need help in school. They need you to do this. And people was like, when is school going to open back up so we can get these kids out of here? Oh, my God, when is work going to open back up so I can get away from this man and this woman? The family isn't together.
Yeah.
Instead of building, you know, they were pulling apart, hoping that this will be over real fast.
Yeah, and like I said before, I think we just need to get focused onto what it is. And again, this is just a personal opinion, man. I know you guys, everyone has an opinion, but I just feel like it's a ploy, and again, it's just another way of destroying the unit, which is the black family. And we just fall into it because we don't understand what the importance is. And I feel like the importance should be on the family. I mean, the man is the man, the woman is the woman. I'm not going to get into the whole who should be this and who should be that.
Yeah.
But the structure of it, from generation to how we came over here, how we was, it was a certain structure. And the structure worked, obviously, because if it didn't, it wouldn't be so much emphasis on breaking that structure. And like KB said, if you look at the court systems, you know what I'm saying? Like some of the stuff they try to get us for, man, it's just ridiculous, man. And again, is that way? You know what? I'm gonna hit you with this charge that's gonna turn into a felony, and guess what? Now I can't get a decent job, can't do this one. And not saying that if you out here doing the time, you know what I'm saying? I mean, doing the crime, yeah, you do the time, I get it. But I'm talking about the ones that didn't. And then some of the times, them charges don't add up to what supposedly happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, they trying to keep us in there.
No other race, no other ethnic, no other species on earth is threatened as bad as a disrespected like the black man. Nobody on earth knows what the black man goes through on a daily basis. Not even the black woman. Winston Chambers.
Ooh, that's facts. That is facts. Yeah. Our black men do have a battle. We got, in my opinion, it depends on the subject. For example, if it's about family or the police, our black men are disrespected by everyone, including some black women. If it's about appearance, jobs, amount of children and baby daddies, black women are disrespected by all, including the black men. And then Yolanda says, I'm going to be honest, majority of black women are disrespectful to one another.
And see, and thank you, Yolanda. And I guess that's, and this can go both ways. So a woman say, man disrespects her or whatever. And I'm against it. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is, but if you pull up half dressed, bouncing the walk and you busting it down, whatever, and the dude, that's the energy that he sees. He don't see nothing else. That's all he sees. Then he's going to approach it in that manner because he assumes that's what you bring to the table, right? So it can be a misconception, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ron and I was talking earlier, and a comment was made. It said something. A woman made a comment, and it said, "What did it say? Something about the men and none of them deserve it."
Oh, yeah. A lady was saying that she couldn't believe she had to shovel the snow out here by herself, and she was praying to God, you know, that she get a husband and get it real quick. And a lady responded to her and was like, none of these men out here are worthy to even be called a husband.
So again, we all, and I'm not, and there may be some men that fits what she's saying. But to put us all in that box, that's what I'm saying. Like we so much against each other. So you basically saying all men are, just like saying all men are dogs. All black women got attitudes. I mean, come on,
you can't generalize and say all.
You only can speak for your situation.
But
you know what I'm saying? So
when you try and when you're out there, a lot of my single friends that are out there, they just run across so much mess. You got the cheaters, or those that have 100 baby mamas, or those that are under the covers, gay. Those that are mama's boys, those that don't have, no jobs, no earning. It's so much mess that they run into. And then the ones that they think are good end up being married, or they find out that these are married men that they're dating, and it's just not anything out there. That's what I'm hearing.
So
Trina says, geez.
Yeah.
Tanya says she used her personal choices in men to judge all men because my man is worthy of the title man. Ditto. Ditto.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. You got to speak for your situation. So, I mean, if we all at some point in time been in bad situations where it can be cool.
For sure.
But that's not fair to the next person to just automatically put them in that box. I just feel that that you said something. What was you reading? You was reading something. It was good. Read that again. So whoever you just read.
Tanya, she used her personal choices in men to judge all men because my man. Before that.
But bottom line, there. I mean, I hope you guys see what I'm saying. But
oh goodness, folks need to figure out what's in them that attract those bad seeds.
Yeah.
That right there.
Yeah.
Man, I had a whole couple of years where I was like, what is going on? It was definitely me. It was what I was putting out. It was the fact that I wasn't confident in myself. I had low self-esteem, and there were so many things that I was dealing with internally that was attracting these men to me. And I didn't even realize it until, I got a little bit more mature and older, and it was like, hold on, sister, what is going on? That's you. You get yourself together, build yourself up, know who you are and whose you are, and just put that respect on it. Man, a whole different group of people start coming to you.
Yeah, you got to. Everything starts with self. You know what I'm saying? You got to know your worth. Understand that. Sometimes just because your worth may be higher than one person don't mean step down. It may be that person needs to come up sometimes, or maybe it's a situation you may have to come down. It depends on the situation. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel that, again, we need to focus on what's important and understand that why it's so much of an attack on us, right? They want to separate us. They want to kill us. They want to, why?
Because we're powerful people.
Yeah.
You always want to pull down the ones that
I'm talking on you going back
big
history.
Yeah, but
I mean,
they've been trying for generations and generations because we mean something.
Yeah.
Men prey on us. They read us before they make their move. I believe women do the same. I believe that women know what some men have. Women know powerful men. And they go and try and play them too. I think it goes both ways.
For everybody, all these, whatever you say about a man, we can say about a woman, right?
Yeah.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Instead of keep pointing fingers on why this and who this and what I'm saying is the bigger picture is how can we work together? You don't have to be in a relationship. I'm just saying in general, as people, we need to do better. That's all I'm saying. And understand that it's a ploy, you know what I'm saying? They want women to go against women. They want the women to go against anything that's going to keep us off track.
Yeah.
And this was it was a good conversation. And at the end, I understood what she was saying, and she understood what I'm saying. But like I told her, it's quicker to go into a McDonald's and get the girl that's working the cash register and assist if he can for her to better herself. It's rare. I'm not saying it won't happen, but it's rare that a woman is gonna go in there and get the dude off the fries and help him if she can. It's just, you know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not saying no women will do it. I'm just saying if you do the numbers, more men will do it before, because we're naturally born supposed to be providers. So
supposed
it's just,
to be. That's the key word.
No, but if you raise, I'm just saying,
if men that have not been raised to provide, they care about themselves. Their whole family be hungry, but they'll rock them Jordans and all the shoes.
Yeah, but we can't talk about. I'm saying is the ones that's doing what they supposed to do needs the backing. That's all I'm saying. Just like the women, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those women that's doing what they supposed to do. As men, we need to back and push them, and vice versa.
There was one thing that you said earlier when we were talking, that the women are backing themselves, you know, having all these women's pride marches and stuff.
Yeah,
and
women.
Yeah, not helping.
And then you say that the men don't fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't, what we have. All right, so you had the Million Man March, but you got to understand, when the men are out here marching and fighting, whatever the case may be, they're fighting for our people, not just men. It's fighting for our people, our families, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes across, and when the women do it, they just doing it for the women. So again, that's what I'm saying. That's that separation.
Tanya, what do you mean? That's a mentality, not a gender difference. Elaborate on them.
I think when you were just saying that some men don't go out here and do, you know, do this one, right? Yeah, no, and that's not a gender, because you're right. That can go
either
black
way.
or white, whatever.
Yeah. Not black or white, male or female.
I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, this is not even about black and white. Yes, you're absolutely correct. Because you can have a woman that would go out here, get their hair did, get the nails did.
That's facts.
Get that fit together.
Be using that child support to make sure she's straight.
Exactly.
That's facts.
Baby don't got no medicine, nose running it. You know what I'm saying? Outside with a windbreaker on and a snowstorm. You know, so
she said about the men with cashiers and women with the fry dude.
Oh, and what was her thing?
She said that's a mentality, not a gender difference.
Right, but I'm saying, but what I'm saying is, if you run the numbers, because of the mentality, which is correct, it is a mentality thing. A woman, because a woman feel like a man should already be, I guess, at a certain point before she can come. What can he do for me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He flipping fried. He can't help me. You know, I'm.
It's some guys like that too. I'm watching.
I'm saying do the numbers.
Married at First Sight.
Right.
And this guy was already the wife that they get for me. She has to have this and it's like, oh gosh. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, millennial. But my thing said, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. But no, I'm just saying, if you run the numbers, I'm quite sure there's a higher percentage of men is willing to do that than women. But like she said, that is a mentality
thing.
Yeah. You know, and if a woman does, like, say, stoop, I'm sorry, I don't want to say stoop down, but if a woman does, sometimes it can be just for, and let's go both ways. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say women. Sometimes it can be more of a arm piece. Go get you a young little thing so you can step out and look good, whatever. I actually had a girl was in a relationship that was so toxic. I was like, why do you stay in? She said, we look good together.
I know who that girl is. Because I had the same response. Worst relationship ever.
Is black men or black women, which one is more disrespected? That was the topic. So it goes both ways, because I'm quite sure. So you do have some dudes that think just because
sexual. Tanya says sexual too. Some people are in a relationship.
Yep.
Because of the sexual.
Yeah, and you do got some dudes that think just because they at a certain point, they can go get someone that's not at the point, and they think they can keep them down or talk to them any kind of way, whatever the case is, because, you know, I'm a CEO of this. You just, you're a cashier. You know what I mean? Right. I bought you out of it. Let's scratch all them. I mean, those are the ones we need to get to. I would love to get to them, but like, listen, again, this is why we so far behind.
Yeah.
Why it's so hard for us to get ahead? Because we in our own way.
And we're not helping each other like you said, the men and the women need to come together, because as powerful as we are, just like Tanya said, we are a blessed culture. That's
Yes.
why they try their best to bring us down.
Exactly.
As powerful as we are, if we could all come together, the rich, the poor, the men, the women, and build each other up and make this culture something that they can't break apart, we will be a force to be reckoned with. They couldn't do anything against us, and we don't. Yeah. You know, we got the men are not helping the younger generation. Now, back in the day, back when I was coming up, the men out there in the street, even the men in the street, even the drug dealers, they was watching over the young guys, and they were giving them knowledge and giving them instruction on how to do things. Now, I don't know, you know.
Well, I think now, and I can't speak for everybody, just for me. When I talk to the younger generation, whatever the case is, my cousin tells me we have to be more aggressive with it. I don't feel that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta feel your energy.
Yeah.
If I open my mouth, because I know it can go left.
Yeah, and now
some
it goes left.
Of these youngers, whatever, they just so disrespectful. They don't even trying to hear you.
Yeah.
And so I try to go off the energy. You know what's going on. If I feel like the energy is right, they're willing to just hear me out. Of course, I talk to them. You know what I'm saying? But the ones just wilding and want to, after whatever. Look,
Tanya says something happened between generations because they don't want to listen. They are filled with a lot of anger.
You talking about the younger generation?
Yeah, she said they are filled with a lot of anger, and I agree with that. Both the men and the women.
Yeah, it's a frustration. It's a frustrating thing. But and again, I know I'm preaching to the choir, but we got to understand why. We got to get to the why. Like, I try to get, like, my youngest, I feel like he's like that, you know what I'm saying? And I want to know why. He doesn't know.
My oldest
is
like that, and I have no idea. We losing y'all. I see we losing y'all.
We disrespect ourselves. I mean, that's what we saying, Al. For me, I feel that we disrespect one another, which is crazy because everybody disrespects us. So why are we gonna add to what everybody's already doing? That's like they killing us off, and we just hoping by killing us off. Same scenario.
Yeah.
I just feel like, in general, I was saying that I feel like frustration is key to disrespect. Yeah, and some of it is mental. Some of it is in here. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if you raise, I'm just been using not saying nothing bad about the woman, whatever. But if a bitter woman raised a little girl to be bitter, you know what I mean? That's almost like when you have a son or whatever, but you raise him to be a thug, or you'll be this, and they grow up to be a killer because that's what you kept saying you wanted to be. How are you looking shocked now? Or you raised your woman to be so independent that she don't need a man for anything. Why you shocked? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you shocked? If you got a daughter, she's so bitter, and then now that you don't understand that you made a mistake, or you finally found somebody that changed your ways, now you're looking at your daughter like looking at her side was like, girl, you ain't never get a man. That's what you instilled in her. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we gotta be careful. Again, we can't raise our kid. Like, I try not to, whatever I was or did or whatever back then, I try not to even have them conversations with my kids. Like, again, my youngest, he was intrigued with that, stories he might have heard or whatever, like that. So I heard this about you and this and the other. I'm like, okay, but what about now, though? What do you hear about me now? What do you see me doing now? So forget what you heard, because I was dumbness. That was me being young and not thinking.
Yeah.
If you condone it, they will think that it's okay. Exactly. And I agree with that too. If we condone, if we condone, they think it's okay. So again, if your kids ain't doing anything, or if your daughter you already see bitterness in her, you know what I'm saying? your son.
Some
You
of them
always
are
say the
learning
killer
it
in them.
from their parents. Some of them are picking it up from them.
That's
Remember
what I'm
that
saying.
commercial back in the day? I learned it by watching
Molly Mall.
you.
Yeah.
I learned it by watching
What's up, son?
you.
Yeah, and we got to be, because kids mimic.
Yeah.
There's no book on kids. And I always say there's no book. You ain't gonna go find a book. You know what I'm saying, on how to raise kids. If you do, don't you pay attention to that daggone book, because every child is different.
Every single one of them.
So that one person wrote that book based off their child.
Mm-hmm.
I got all these kids. I got kids, and all of them are different personalities. So I can't take one standard and think no, I had to approach each one of them individually based off what they going through, where they are in life, and try to figure out
who they are.
And so, but far as with our generation, our people, I just think we just need more together. We need to understand we're more powerful together. And you can see the tax on us all the time should tell you, yo, we some powerful individuals. They scared of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Who's more disrespected, more black women or black men? In general, house, pup, in society, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Tangy.
I
also think that when we hold up a standard, we need to hold it up all the way across the board. If you get so mad because a dude is calling you a B, then you can't be walking around seeing your friend talking about, hey, B, it's the same
Lil T,
thing.
what's up, man?
You talking about, don't call him a nigga, but then as soon as you see your boy, you like, my nigga. It's gotta be across the board.
But again, that's here too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
What's good, Terrence?
So my thing is, we need to focus on more of just black men uplifting the black women uplift the black man. Cause guess what? We need y'all. It's like y'all need us.
And Terrence, you should weigh in on this one. This was your conversation. Let's weigh in on it.
But oh my God, I got the whole frame. I got my goddaughter and my godson on this joint.
Hey.
So I think we just need more unity within us. Once we start believing in us, then we start working with one another, I think we'd be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been pushing this thing this year. My thing this year is support over stimulus, right? Whereas I feel like so many people have been saying, man, I can't wait to get my stimulus. I can't my stimmy this, my stimmy that. So I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he do food or whatever, and I was like, well, how much is a tray of your wings, for instance, right? And he was like, let's say it's $120, whatever he said it was. I said, okay, and you got over 1,000 friends just follow you, right? And he ain't talking about friend, whatever. He's like, yeah. I said, so you mean to all you need is 6 of them a month to buy a tray of wings from you, and you have your stimulus check almost every month.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
but we don't.
You know what you got? Yeah. I was like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, all we really need. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't really need handouts. They want us to keep coming to them for handouts, though. Because that's how they get another way to control us. But just think, I don't know what you into. I don't know what your business is or whatever the case may be. But whatever your business is, I'm quite sure you have at least 500 people that's supposed to be your friends or whatever the case may be.
Supposed to be.
If they would just support that business, if it's a good business, a good, honest business, just support that business. What you need these banks to control you for, the government to control you, whatever the case may be. We can do this thing without loans and everything else.
Yeah, it's nothing to refer someone to. Just earlier today, my friend had posted, this is my friend. He has his own business. This is what he does. Had the pictures. Support.
Yeah,
we hired him just like that. He'll be here on Saturday. It's nothing to do that. Put people out there. Share the love. Spread the word.
Yeah, and I think we gotta get out this crab mentality that we gotta be better than our brother. Yeah. But yet you'll let the other person. I ain't trying to make race, but you'll tell them all your ideas and your dreams and everything. They'll run off and start a whole multi-million-dollar business with it. That's cool. Wait 1 second. Al said, we all together, whether we want to be or not, on this slave ship called America. True. Mm-hmm. I think the drug culture and the rap created a lot of disrespectful children. I would say it added. I would say it added a lot because they allowed. And again, how did that get to the kids? Everything had to be allowed. You know what I'm saying? Like everything has to be allowed. So if they didn't want that music out there, they can stop it. Why is there? Why do we only hear constantly negative music? But there's so many artists that's probably more talented than the ones you listen to every day on some positive stuff.
So back when I was a kid, my parents never would allow me to listen to negative music. As you said, it was, how about this Kirk Franklin? Listen to this. I wasn't allowed to listen to Snoop or Pac or any of that stuff. But guess what? When they weren't around, that's who I listened to.
Yeah,
so
you can't avoid it.
You can't avoid it.
I mean, it's a lot. We try as parents. We're gonna try our best to shield our kids, but man, society vicious.
We got a comment. That's not fair about the stimulus check. Now after the pandemic, yeah, but right now, not fair. A lot of people are going through it. Maybe he should run specials to meet his customers. Yeah.
No. But no, hear me out. If you got over...
She talked about what Biden is doing, how they're only giving it to people under, like, way under this amount of money now. That's what they decided. So,
hold on, what happened? I'm sorry, I didn't know about that. What happened?
They're only giving that stimulus check to, I think it's families have to make under $75,000 per family to get it. Individuals have to make under $40K. Everybody else can't have it.
What? I didn't know that.
Oh, she talking about your stimmy, not my bad.
Oh, okay, that's right. So going back,
Tanya.
but no, I need to read that. I didn't know that. All right, so going back, what I was saying to you is, all I'm saying is, I'm saying for some of us, again, when I'm saying this stuff, this is an opinion that I did. What I'm saying is, for in his case, if he has 500 people, right? Some of them, I know 6 of them can buy his product, right? I'm not saying all of them. What I'm saying is just a couple of them. I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure he can get 5 more.
Oh, I get what she's saying, though.
What?
Like, people are going through it in a pandemic. So people, stimulus-wise, people should run specials to kind of meet the needs of these people that are seriously going through it. People are losing jobs. They don't have money. And, yes, we can support each other, but people also have to know that there's a issue going on in the world.
And I totally agree. But that's what I'm saying. I'm speaking for the ones that still can. I'm not the ones that can't, pray for you and anything, of course, for me, even that I can help anybody. I try to help regardless, you know what I'm saying? Even for the ones that don't, you know what I'm saying? I do grocery giveaways or whatever the case may be. So I get that. Don't get me wrong. But I was just speaking to those on how we look at things, right?
Yeah.
We just look at it as, like I seen people ask for stimulus checks or waiting for a stimulus or whatever case may be, but you just took that money. So somebody just got a stimulus check, and the first thing they did was buy, they got that stimmy, and they got a picture of a 75-inch TV on the wall.
Oh, wow. Hey, it's all on
your
household.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's, again,
and
here.
T said 2 income households down to 1. Yeah. We are pretty much, maybe, hopefully, prayers up, are not facing that, but my job just lost the contract because of the economy. We're a thriving business, one of the world's 19th largest company, and we just lost our whole contract. And so if I don't find a job before we got like 2 months left. If I don't find a job, we down to 1. It's rough out here. It's rough out here.
And again, like I said, I'm not taking away from nobody who needs it. The people who need, I'm for you. I'm here. That's not what. Like I said, I was just speaking in general as a people. Mm-hmm. We can support one another for those who can. For those who can, I think we should.
Thank you, T. I appreciate you. We over time, boo.
Oh, but Ron said we gotta go, so. But this was good. I mean, it seemed like this one of the ones that could have went on and on because I'm quite sure other people got more input and got more things to say, whatever. I don't know. Maybe do a part 2 or something.
I mean, we can.
Nah, because you said it don't.
It definitely doesn't.
So, all right, y'all. We're tune in. If y'all can think of some more stuff, questions, answers that you want us to even talk on this, you know what I'm saying? Hit us up.
Hit us up.
All right, y'all.
Peace.